What's going on, family? Just forget about it. Episode 9. This episode is titled A $. We getting right back into the societal things that need not to be. And yes, that is acronym for a donkey. Look it up. Yeah. So I got 3 things that I want to touch base about today that I think as a society is A $. Q $. Now wait, before I get into this, I was feeling a little purple today. It's raining outside, so I'm feeling real purple rain. All right, that was random, but I needed to say that. Because this lip is celebratory. We need to celebrate it. Okay. So back to A $. Number 1, podcast about gender roles, sex escapades, toxic masculinity and femininity alike. It's giving non-committal in a society where everyone wants monogamy secretly, because we go at each other and then we gripe about how we can't find a good man or a good woman. What you give is what you get. Now, I'm not going to lie like I'm innocent. With the birth of the pandemic, it gave birth to a lot of creativity for a lot of people that had no outlets prior to that. But it also gave birth to this era. And I fell down the rabbit hole. I'm not going to lie. Maybe a year or 2 ago, I was definitely sharing posts about black men hating black women. And I realized how counterproductive it was as I have gone further in my journey. Because I don't know about y'all, but I want to be saved. I want monogamy. I want my knight in shining armor. I am a hopeless romantic. All right. Number two is a huge one. Huge. And it has everything to do with this post right now. Creatives competing with one another. I'm going to say that again. Creatives competing with one another. That's A $. That's
lame.
Now I get it. Everybody wants a piece of the pie. I mean, even me, we are all wanting to tap into our purpose. We don't want to miss our mark. But some of y'all want the whole pie all the damn time. We gatekeeping our creativity. We're using our creativity to compete with one another instead of collaborating with one another. Why? What? Take the what and lead the what? Huh? Wonder why, just why. I want to hear from y'all in the comments. And I also think that competing with other creatives stems from my third A $. Point. Societal inferiority, superiority complexes. Now, superiority is a Latin derived word meaning having or showing arrogant superiority to and disdain to those one views as unworthy. It stems from the Latin word haughty, which means blatantly and disdainfully proud. Now, I took this a step further and I did some more research about the word haughty. And haughty actually appears in the Bible, Psalm chapter 13, verse 11. And it says, "Lord, my heart is not haughty, my eyes lofty, neither do I exercise myself in great matters, or things too high for me." This all stems from the word superiority, guys, which is the A $, third point of what we need to just do away with in society, the superiority inferiority complex. So why do we describe ourselves as being superior to others as if it's complementary when all of this here is negative? Just a question, provoking thought for potential change, guys. Just forget about it. That's what we do here. Now, inferior is stemmed from an also Latin word meaning inferiortus, feeling or being inferior or having low self-esteem. Self-esteem. Now, Cat Williams, for all of y'all that has looked at the podcast or whatever the case may be, or if you followed Cat Williams, remember his stand-up from like maybe 2008, and he talked about that where he was on stage and he was kind of sweating hard, but it was a good stand-up. No shade. I love me some Cat Williams. Shout out to Cat Williams. I love anybody that seeks their freedom and goes after it and unapologetically, and that's what he does. But he said that in that stand-up. How do we as people allow others to fuck up our esteem of ourselves? That's how we feel about ourselves. You feel me? So for inferior to be rooted in perceptions, superior to be rooted in perspectives, we have to know that a shift can and should happen when it comes to these things. The gender roles have got to stop. Monogamy and family expansion is needed and wanted in this life for a lot of people, especially my 80s babies. Shout out to 80s babies. Check out episode 8. Number 2, the creatives competing with one another. There is enough pieces of the pie for everyone to have, and there's enough lanes for people to create their own. And there's enough paths for you to mark your own path. If you're in a field where you feel like you have to compete with others, maybe you should be seeking out alternatives. You should just be standing in your power, and that's it. Number 3, superior, inferior complex is all rooted in perspective, perception, and I think as a society, we need to strengthen how we view ourselves and how we feel good about ourselves based off of putting others down. It's lame, and it is uncouth. I'm no perfect person, but I'm bringing all of these things because as a societal whole, we need to address them. We need to think about these things critically and understand why these are still roaming and ruling the society as we know it. It services primarily no one, especially the people that are being chastised. I hope you guys took something from this slight deep dive, because $$ has got to go. Not Ty Dolla $, $, meaning the things that are ass in society. So that's all I got for you guys this time. Until next time, just forget about it.